Hi, my name is Nelson Thomas, and I'm the 2018 Social Innovation Intern with Coca-Cola of Northern New England. I major in communication, and I minor in marketing here at the University of New Hampshire. Coca-Cola of Northern New England is an independent bottling franchise located here in the Northeast. And earlier this year, it expanded its business overnight, now going as far west as Buffalo, as north as Presque Isle, Maine, and as far down as Connecticut. Community engagement is a tenet that is vitally important to the company. And as an intern, I was tasked with the responsibility of gathering all the community engagement history of the various locations and now fall underneath the CCNE banner. From there, I created a narrative in which demonstrated what we had done well in the community. I created an analysis which demonstrated how we can better capture this community engagement moving forward, and also a toolkit that served as giving various philanthropic opportunities to the various branches, hopefully to serve as a catalyst for future employee volunteerism. Now, the way I initially went about trying to gather all this community history was by utilizing all the various databases that the company had to offer, as well as using a fair bit of Google. However, where the bulk of my research came was by contacting the general managers directly. There are 29 sales centers that make up CCNE, and I was amazed to hear about all the various volunteer works and givings that the different branches operate in, such as the Cultural Explosion that is a PVD Fest in Providence, Rhode Island, which CCNE is a sponsor, or the $50,000 donation that South Portland, Maine gave to Mercy Hospital, a hospital focused on giving premium health care to the poor and disenfranchised. I had to ask, where does this passion for community partnerships and community givings come from? Well, I believe it starts from within, and a story that embodies that fully comes out of Bangor, Maine. Now, Bangor, Maine was a branch of CCNE that was hit with a large nor'easter storm that knocked out the power in the branch and the power in the community. Now, you would think that this would mean that you have to sit on the side and wait for the storm to pass before you can go about your business. However, you must understand, we're talking about Bangor, Maine. So the community banded together and did all they could for each other outside of the office. And whether it was food, transportation, more energy, they did what they could and banded together as a community as one outside. And inside the office, they conducted business via flashlight, understanding the importance they had to the community and the loyalty they had to the business in which they worked in. And when the storm passed, they made it through as one. And as far as business is concerned, they didn't miss a beat. That is what CCNE is. It is part of the largest small business in the world, and you do not attain that title without being ingrained and engaged in the community in which you work in. So whether it be the $1 million donated since 1993 through the CCNE Scholarship Foundation to those wishing to have a higher education, or whether it's the universal support of both the winter and spring Special Olympic Games, or whether it is partnering with Red Cross to donate over 1,000 cases of Dasani water to aid in the hurricane relief effort in Puerto Rico, CCNE has demonstrated that it is dedicated to incorporating philanthropic initiatives within its business model, using its brand influence to affect positive change. Moving forward, I plan to incorporate these aspects of conscious capitalism into the different entrepreneurship endeavors I undertake. Thank you.